Hey guys, Dr. Tedder here. I wanted to send you guys a video on something extremely exciting, some good news. What we're going to do is we have been putting together some really neat things at the office for you guys or this COVID-19. And so I have some really cool news. So what I really want to talk to you guys about for a few short seconds is something called antibodies. What's really going to be a game changer as we start introducing ourselves back into the world is this thing called an antibody. If you have an antibody to the COVID-19 virus, you're going to be the ones who are going to be safe going back into the workforce, going back into the community. But here's the deal. For those of you guys that have not been taking care of yourself, for those of you guys that don't get around people, you haven't been exposed, you've been quarantined, one of the side risks of that is that in 9 months, if your body hasn't been exposed to this virus at all, in 9 months, 10 months, when flu season begins to come back around and this virus starts to come viral again and other bugs come in, if you don't have the right antibody or the protective mechanism immune cell, you're going to be at high risk again, and even higher risk than you were before. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually have a webinar again next week, maybe the following week, depending if I can get the information back together. And we're going to talk about two main things. We're going to talk about something called interleukin-6. Interleukin-6 is the immune cell that is vital at keeping your antibodies high. It's the antibody that's going to help your body kill and crush the virus and protect the immune system. It's going to create an immune system for you. It's going to create the antibody. We're going to talk about vitamin D3 again. I know I've talked about it millions of times, but I really need you guys to get this because people aren't listening. So we're going to talk about interleukin-6 and its role in the immune system and its role in antibodies. We're going to talk about how the chiropractic adjustment is a key factor. Studies show the chiropractic adjustment boosts interleukin-6 in your body. So it literally boosts the immune system and helps you, protects you against viruses and colds and flus. We're going to talk about vitamin D's through supplementation, nutrition, so that you can go ahead right now, since we're all quarantined and very weak, we're going to teach you guys again the steps on how to get your antibodies rocking and rolling so that you're protected in the future. And with the second cool thing I want to tell you is this, is that we have been approved through Atlanta Integrative Wellness Centers to offer FDA approved COVID-19 antibody testing. So I don't have that ready right now. I don't know pricing, don't know what it's going to be, but we'll be able to drop ship to your house from the office safely antibody testing that you can swab your mouth, send it in, and it will tell you if you have an immunity to the COVID-19 virus. That is powerful. This is government stuff. This is stuff that's been approved through us, that we are allowed to do this with patients. It's the FDA Approved Testing so that you and your family know that if you're safe or not. I'll have more details on that from the webinar, so make sure that you stay tuned for details on the webinar, that you register, and that you get all the information that we're going to have coming out in the next couple days. So stay tuned. Love you, appreciate you. Have a phenomenal weekend, and make sure you get in next week into the office and get your adjustments. It's also a phenomenal time to get your family and your friends in. It's a perfect time. I know people are kind of staying away, but it's the most perfect time because, again, the studies show the best protection, the first line of defense is that antibody, that interleukin, that immune system, that attack system. So chiropractic adjustments affect and boost the interleukin-6 immune cells. So let's get your friends and family checked for upper cervical care, and we'll get that taken care of for you next week. Talk to you soon.